गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग। A couple of responses from you can confirm whether everything is okay. Very good morning, good morning. Good morning everyone, good morning. I think here the chats have not started, comments have not started. Yeah, now they are coming. Good morning Harshit, good morning. Suharshita, good morning. Nisha, good morning. Raha, man, good morning. Sohan, good morning. Shrihita, good morning. Good morning, Madhushri. Good morning, everyone out there. And good morning, Vinaya Sai. And good morning to every one of you. Good morning, Gyanendra. Krishna Sagar, good morning. Rani K, good morning. Now, in the basis of classification, different, like for example, level of organization and all, symmetry, notochord, okay, diploblastic, and all these. So we have divided all the phyla. Now, that is a good way of, like rather than remembering that point inside the phylum, it is better to do as a broad eye view, as a bird eye view, I should say, where you are seeing all the phylum and where do they live, what is their respiratory organ, what type of circulation they have, open, close, what type of fertilization they have, whether it is internal or external. Okay, digestion they have, intracellular or extracellular, right? Development they have direct or indirect. So like that, a broad eye perspective of all of them. Like for example, in one I told you that to remember about the animals where internal fertilization takes place, only internal. I say this is papa, P-A-P-A, papa, and cram, papa, cram. Cram means to batti ko to mug up something, cram, C-R-A-M, cram, right? Contains these reptiles, apes, and mammals. They have internal fertilization. So like that, and if it is not internal, obviously it is external. So we don't have to remember each and every one, whether internal, external. You can remember internal or you can remember external, rest all internal. So this is a way of learning. And this is, to eliminate the options. Otherwise, we may have doubt in two options, and that is the only main problem in this chapter, because right now everything is very fresh, but after some days, this is how the human brain is designed. So it is always better to note down these things in your rough notebook or your small, short notes. You should note down all these things. Right. So this I was referring to, this thing. For example, this slide is showing the circulatory system. This slide is showing the respiratory and excretory system. This slide is showing the digestive system. And this slide is showing the habitat. Now, I don't think so anybody out there have any problem in the habitat. In the habitat, you should know which are exclusively marine. The exclusively marine phylum, in case of invertebrates, we have got 3 phylum which are exclusively marine. These are non-chordates. Yes, exclusively marine. Please write in both the places, in the application also and in the chat box also. Please write the first one. The first name, come on, good morning everyone. Good morning, yes. Tell me, exclusively marine phylum. There are 3 phylum exclusively marine in the non-chordates. Inside the chordates, there are some classes which are exclusively marine. Yes, still Nidaria, no, but Nidaria is not exclusively marine. Rahamen, first correct answer is Ctenophora. Very good, Ctenophora. Yes, you are right. Charan Ankam, yes, you are right. This is Hemichordata. Then chord and Coelenterata, good. Coelenterata, no, only Ctenophora. Ctenophora. Hemichordata, protochordates, and cyclostomata. Cyclostomata, that means jawless fishes. Okay, so let me just start from Ctenophora. After that, we have Echinodermata. After that, Hemichordata. Now let's come to the chordates. Under the chordates, you know that there are 3 subphylum, Urochordata, then Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. And then further we divide into families and divisions like that. So first of all, the Urochordata and Cephalochordata, that means the protochordata, they are exclusively marine. Urochordata, Cephalochordata, exclusively marine. And one more, which is exclusively marine, and that is Cyclostomata. Cyclostomata means jawless fishes. I hope, bachcho, these are exclusively marine. Okay, can anyone count all these names and tell me how many number you have noted here? How many number? Yes. All the numbers: Echinodermata, Ctenophora, Hemichordata, 3 phylum name. How many subphylum? 2 subphylum. And how many class? 1 class. 3 phylum, 2 subphylum, that means Urochordata and Cephalochordata, and finally Cyclostomata. These are exclusively marine. Are you guys with me? Is this point clear to everyone? Shall I write on board? Yes, you have learned 7 names, total 7 names. So 3 there, 2, 3 to 5, and 3 to 5 and 6. 6 honge na beta? Only 6 names, yeah. Now, this is in case of habitat, in case of Porifera, Coelenterata, or Nidaria, you know that they are mostly marine, some freshwater form. Now, in this slide itself, you should note down that in case of Porifera, the freshwater form is spongilla. You know, it is spongilla, and in case of Coelenterata, the freshwater form is hydra, and Porifera ka spongilla. Please remember the freshwater forms. Mostly they are marine. Okay. Now coming to the platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes or flatworms. Okay. The most of them are endoparasites in animals. Escalmenthes are both. They may be free living or they may be parasitic. Either they are free living, or they may be parasitic. Beta, free living means non-parasitic. Free living means non-parasitic. Parasitic. Okay. So it can be 2. In parasitic, it can parasitize plants and animals. Here only animals, endoparasites, but here plants and animals. Okay. platyhelminthes and esculmenthes. But in platyhelminthes, we have one example of a flatworm which is non-parasitic, yeah, free living. Tell me example of a free living flatworm. Come on, flatworm. Give me the answer of free living. Today your answers are coming very less. Otherwise, you used to answer so many things in a go. Today, less answers are coming. Bachcho, why it is so? Haji Bachcho, please tell me the answer. Free living, yes, planaria, very good. Planaria, free living, planaria. But still, here 3 people in the YouTube have answered free living. My question was, name one free living. Yeah, name one non-parasitic flatworm. And answer is planaria. The importance of this animal is it is used in laboratory experiments to demonstrate regeneration capacity, regeneration power. It has a very high power of regeneration. Planaria, very good. Bachcho, this you need to know here. Now let's come to the aquatic or terrestrial. Some have both aquatic terrestrial as per the NCERT book, and you will find this in Annelida. You will find both. They have aquatic and terrestrial. Mollusca, yes, snails. Some snails are terrestrial, and arthropoda, of course. You know arthropoda. In all type of habitat, you can find them. Okay, in all type of habitat. Then after that, both land and water, of course, we know that. Then this is all, no need to do this, no need to take any tension about here. Just you need to know point number 1, okay, mostly marine, 2 examples. Then free living or parasitic, the difference here is animal and plants. And you should know that which one is the only one, or which one is the very uncommon in terms of like the examples that we have in flatworms. So most of them are parasites like Freshwater, tapeworm, different type of tapeworm, and blood fluke, liver fluke. All these are parasitic. Then aquatic and terrestrial, yes, Annelida. You know that Annelida nereis is aquatic, and terrestrial. We know Ferretima, hirudinaria, the blood-sucking leech. This is terrestrial. Exclusively marine, we know that 3 phylum exclusively marine. Then these 2 Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and then Cyclostomata. Chondrichthyes are not exclusively marine. Chondrichthyes, it is not that, yes, mostly they are marine, but they are not all marine, okay? Please do one thing, check your NCERT book. Please open the NCERT book, check your NCERT book. They have written mostly marine, marine chondrichthyes. What word they have used here in case of chondrichthyes? If they have written only marine, then of course we have to answer according to that only. So I don't have, or it will take for me to open the NCERT book, you can just open the NCERT book and you can confirm me right now. They use all are marine. All are marine, Krishna, Charan, you are saying like that, Raha, all are marine. Okay, all are marine, okay, we'll go with that, all are marine. Then we have 3C, triple C, all marine, triple C, okay. So 7 examples, okay, we can take chondric keys also in chondric keys, okay. So this is about the habitat. Then next one, digestive tract. Digestive tract, no need to do that much of, this much of complication in digestive tract. I told you already, you should know that which one has got intracellular, porifera has intracellular, Cnidaria ctenophora has both intra as well as extra, and from platyhelminthes to chordata, it is extracellular. About the digestive tract, can you tell me any phylum where the animals have incomplete digestive tract? Can you tell me any phylum where the animals have incomplete gut? Any phylum, free living, non-pathogenic nematode is Caenorhabditis elegans. Caenorhabditis elegans. Yes, platyhelminths, very good. Platyhelminths, they have got incomplete gut, very good. They have only one opening and therefore we can say they have a blind sac body plan. Don't say that Cnidaria ctenophora, they have got incomplete gut. Gut is an organ and they don't have any organ level of organization, and Cnidaria ctenophora are just tissues. So organ as such is in platyhelminthes, and platyhelminthes has an incomplete gut. And yes, in the previous examination also questions have been asked. In the next paper also you may get some questions. Be careful in the next paper that some questions which are like incorrect, which of the following is incorrect. So be very, very careful what has been asked. Do you have to find out the correct one or incorrect one? That you have to really focus. Is this point clear to everyone? Wonderful. Now the next thing, someone has asked about the Caenorhabditis elegans. It is a nematode and it is a non-pathogenic nematode. Now this nematode was not in limelight, but then some scientists were working on the genetics of Caenorhabditis elegans, and they found that if we know the genome, the type of genome, that means type of genome means the sequence of the nitrogenous basis, then it can help us to use in some medical research and other biological research. Therefore, it is one of the important non-human model for sequencing the genome. It is one of the important non-human model. You know that the Human Genome Project, it was meant for sequencing the human genome. Very good. So Caenorhabditis elegans, and no doubt it is a non-pathogenic one. It is a non-pathogenic. Perfect. Okay. Now, bachcho, next one is respiratory structure. In respiratory structure, the respiratory organs have been given as general body surface, the porifera, coelenterata, ctenophora, platyhelminthes, aschelminthes, and annelida. The moist surface or the moist cuticle is doing that. In echinodermata, water vascular system, and in porifera also, the respiratory exchange. The respiratory exchange is with the help of water canal system. In porifera also, water canal system help in exchange of gases, and in echinodermata, water vascular system help in exchange of gases. In mollusca, they have got feather-like gills in mantle cavity. You know the mantle cavity in mollusca? Mantle cavity lies between the mantle and the visceral hump. And in that cavity, feather-like gills are there. Okay. Then pharyngeal gills. Now, pharyngeal gills are present in hemichordata, urochordata, so all these aquatic animals, you can see all these aquatic animals up to the bony fishes, they have got pharyngeal gills. There are two things. Number one is gill slit, and number 2 is gills. See, if we say that chordates, all chordates, their embryos have paired pharyngeal gills, gill slits. Gill slit means they are just the cuts, they are just the opening, okay, a long opening like a cut, but it is rudimentary. It is not functional. It is not functional. That just a cut, and therefore we call them pharyngeal gill slits. Embryos having pharyngeal gill slits, these are chordates. Chordates. Chordates, all chordates are characterized by pharyngeal gill slits. But pharyngeal gills, you find pharyngeal gills starting from hemichordata to urochordata, cephalochordata, cyclostomata, and both the type of fish, bony fish and cartilaginous fish. Okay, beta? So this is about pharyngeal gills. No, don't worry. You can easily understand pharyngeal gills. Sometimes we don't, we miss hemichordata in the pharyngeal gills. We think that we have to answer only in the chordata. So at that time, you can be careful. Another thing to focus here is the number of pairs of gills. In case of cyclostomata, the number is between 6 and 15. In case of chondrichthyes, it is a number is between 5 and 7. And osteichthyes have fixed 4. In cyclostomata means jawless fishes, they have got 6 to 15. 6 to 15, the number is fixed. Okay, so in all the species, you'll find 6 to 15, some 6, some 8, some 10, like that. 6 to 15, 5 to 7 in cartilaginous fishes, and 4 pairs with operculum. In operculum means gill cover, the gill cover, operculum in osteichthyes or the bony fishes. Remember that reptile, aves and mammals, their respiratory organ, lungs. Okay? They have lungs. In case of amphibians, they have got 3 modalities, that is gills in their, remember, gills in aquatic one or in their larva form. Larva respire through gills, like the tadpole larva respire through gills. Well, skin and lungs in the adult forms. Arthropoda, different type of respiratory structures are there in arthropoda. I am skeptical whether all these names are mentioned in the textbook, but if you have ever done them, just have a look. For example, in case of aquatic arthropoda, for example, like prawn. In prawn, the respiratory structure gills. Now, book gills are found in crab. Book gills are found in crab. Okay. Then book lungs are found in spiders and scorpion. And you tell me in which class of arthropoda tracheal system is the respiratory structure. Please tell me tracheal system respiratory structure in which class of arthropoda. Come on, bachcho, come on, answer quick. Yes, cockroach, class Peru. Beta class ka naam batao, class ka naam. Insecta, very good bachcho, in case of insecta. Beta Ctenidia, those feather-like gills are called Ctenidia. Some people are asking in YouTube, group that what is Ctenidia. We are using the term feather-like gills in mollusca. Feather-like gills in mollusca. Okay? Just remind me, I will show the diagram: mental cavity, mental, visceral hump, distinct head, muscular foot, okay, and feather-like gills. I'll try to show this diagram in a rough sketch. I will make it on board. Okay? Now, excretory structures, please understand that the protonephridia, like flame cells are found in platyhelminthes. Can you tell me any chordate having the flame cell? Any chordate having flame cells? Can you tell me any chordate having flame cells? Very, very easy. बच्चे बोलो कोई chordate जिसके पास flame cell. And the correct answer is Amphioxus. Very good. Amphioxus. Scientific name of Amphioxus. Sir, you will send the PPT in Telegram channel. Already sent. Sohan, please check it. And right now, Ipuru, confirm also. Already sent. Day before yesterday, this PPT has been sent. Not in the PPT form, but in the PDF form. But you know, it will play like PPT. You can just scroll the pages, so you won't have any problem in that. Yes, you are right. No, not Sandhya, not Urochordata. Amphioxus, that means Cephalochordata. Cephalochordata. Very good. Lancelets. Branchiostoma. Branchiostoma जो होता है, common name of branchiostoma is Amphioxus. Are you guys understanding? Today, even my lecture is flat. No problem to you. You are understanding. You are basically, analyzing, having a bird's eye perspective of what are the important characters in which phylum. After that, the main characters, the unique features of particular phylum, we can understand, right? Otherwise, if we do phylum by phylum, like complete Porifera, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, okay, and if we do only that, I find that again the same problem. After 2 months, 1.5 months, things start mixing together, and confusion regarding direct development, indirect development, regarding fertilization, regarding terrestrial form, parasitic form, this may arise. Okay, right. Can you tell me any class in vertebrates which are ectoparasites on other fishes? A class in vertebrates, there are different class in vertebrates. The different class of vertebrates are, yes, we have jawless fishes, then we have modern fishes, okay, Pisces, Param, Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, and Mammalia. These all are vertebrates, Cyclostomata, Pisces, okay, and the answer is Cyclostomata. Yes, you're right, Cyclostomata. They are ectoparasites on large fish. Okay, are you guys doing this? Okay, now you have answered here. The flame cell in platyhelminths, point number 1 and point number 2 in cephalochordate. Excretory tube in case of Escalminthis or roundworm. They have a pore also called excretory pore. Now nephridia is found in case of Annelida. Nephridia is also found in case of mollusca. Mollusca में उन्होंने क्या लिखा है? Feather like gills, ठीक है, उसको ही. Okay. Then Malpighian tubules in arthropoda. However, Malpighian tubules mainly for insecta, but yes, they have given like this only, Malpighian tubules for all arthropoda. No worries, no problem. There is no problem. We can learn like that. Now, mollusca, they have got metanephridia. And also remember, their feather-like gills also help in excretion. Feather-like gills help in excretion. Proboscis gland in hemichordata. And kidneys in vertebrata. Vertebrata include cyclostomata, Pisces. Pisces means chondrichthyes, osteichthyes, amphibia, reptilia, aves, and mammalia. All these are vertebrata, and they have got kidneys. Okay, excretory structure of vertebrates is kidneys. Okay, then I'll go to the next one, and then after that I'll give you some time to revise and recall along with me. Circulatory system. Now, circulatory system can be seen starting from the phylum Annelida. Now, Annelida, after that Annelida, arthropoda, and then we have circulatory system further. Now, what type of circulatory system that we need to understand? This is a little complicated. We will not follow this one. We will follow a very simple one. The circulatory system from phylum Porifera. We'll do like this: Porifera, Cnidaria, Ctenophora, Platyhelminths, Escalminths, Annelida, Arthropoda. So this is Escalminths, then this is Annelida, then this is Arthropoda, then this is Mollusca, hemichordata, and chordata, right? And so circulatory system as such, in the beginning, it is absent up to Escalmentis. Annelids have got closed circulatory system, and then in the remaining non-chordates, it is open circulatory system. In chordates, it is again closed circulatory system. Chordates again have closed circulatory system. Just need to know about this. I think this is easy. Don't go into that much of detail. When we will see the evolution of heart at that time, we will compare these hearts and complete double circulation, single circulation, like that. As for now, please remember, it is absent in the first few. Then Annelida se present hota hai, but Annelida ke paas, Annelida have closed. Arthropoda mollusca, Echinodermata and Hemichordata. Echinodermata, Hemichordata. They have got open. And one more question. Tell me the phylum where excretory system is absent. A dedicated excretory system, a dedicated excretory system is absent in हाँ जी बच्चों बताओ. A dedicated excretory system is absent in Echinodermata. Very good. Echinodermata. A dedicated excretory system is absent in Echinodermata. Echinodermata, हाँ, of course, in the first तो है ही है, but after that when the excretory system begins, so that is a phylum without any excretory system, organ system. So obviously we are comparing only those animals which have got organ systems. Okay, bachcho. Now I'll ask a couple of things to you to confirm whether you are following your understanding or not, and then we can proceed further. Okay. Then we have got this important one, monoecious or dioecious. And before that, my question number 1 to you. And question number 1 is about the habitat. Tell me, any fresh water needed? No. Tell me the exclusively marine chordates. So you have got UCCC. 4 names are there: UCCC, Urochordata, and CCC. CCC means Cephalochordata, Cyclostomata, and Chondrichthyes. Okay, so chordates. Question number 1: chordates having chordates which are exclusively marine habitat. Their habitat is exclusively marine, and here the answer is UCCC. And Urochordata, then Cephalochordata, then Cyclostomata, and then we have Chondrichthyes. Question number 2. Name a non-chordate with jointed legs. Okay, already, change the question because already you know this answer. Whatever we have revised today, I'll just ask you. Okay, name a non-chordate phylum having closed circulatory system. Name all those phylum or phyla non-chordata, among the non-chordata, and answer is only one, that is closed. कौन सा है? Closed is Annelida. Annelida is closed. Only Annelida closed. Non-chordata where they have a closed circulatory system, and answer is Annelida. Remaining all of them, they have got they have got open circulatory system. Open circulatory system can be seen from Arthropoda, then Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata. Okay, in all of them we have open circulatory system. Remember, in mollusca, if you have to answer one, then you have to answer open only. Okay, bachcho? Okay, bachcho? Is the point with you? Now, I'll discuss this one, and then afterward, once again, I will ask questions. Monoecious. Monoecious means sexes are not separate. Monoecious. So monoecious, you know that up to platyhelminthes, they are monoecious. Up to platyhelminthes. In Annelida, except Nereis. Annelida, except Nereis, monoecious and Urochordata. Well, Urochordata is not given in the textbook, and my suggestion to you is you can plainly remove this one. And also this one. Just remember, except Nereis. And also, mostly, वैसे तो technically mostly is correct. Technically, but from the first four phylum, they are monoecious, hermaphrodite or bisexual. Okay, Escalmenthes have separate sexes. They are dioecious. Annelida, again monoecious, but Nereis is an exception. Arthropoda, then dioecious, no problem. So remaining all are dioecious. Only these are monoecious. आपको बस monoecious याद करना है. बाकी जो बचेगा वो सब dioecious हैं. Just remember monoecious. Remaining all which are there, they are dioecious. Okay, bachcho? Okay, let me ask some more question as I said, and the question will be based on the excretory. Shall I ask on? ये तो easy है. Habitat हो गया. Shall I ask question on complete, incomplete? Already asked. Question already asked. Okay. Then yes, a very important thing to note here, that is in case of complete gut, from Escalmenthes to Chordata, they have complete gut. Escalmenthes to Chordata, a very, very important flow chart. In Escalmenthes, they have got muscular pharynx. Please note down, Escalmenthes have muscular pharynx. In mollusca, they have radula, and radula is a respiring organ. It is a respiring organ. Are you guys understanding this structure of mollusca? Everyone out there, do you understand mollusca? Structure of mollusca, structure of radula. It is a respiring, a file-like respiring organ. It is a file-like respiring organ. Echinodermata, mouth ventral, anus dorsal. Yes, they have an alimentary canal, mouth is downside, and anus can be seen from the dorsal side. Cyclostomata, they have circular and suctorial mouth, and they are jawless, without jaws, and hence the name cyclostomata. In case of fishes, chondrichthyes, they have a ventral mouth. Ventral mouth means that on the ventral side, the mouth is present. This ventral mouth has got teeth, and the teeth are modified placoid. The teeth are modified placoid scales. So here you will have the teeth, and they are backwardly directed. Here, teacher can even change. It can ask you forwardly directed. You can say, no, sir, they are backwardly directed, placoid scale. Teeth are modified placoid scale. Ventral mouth in case of chondrichthyes, and terminal mouth. Terminal mouth means beta like this. This is terminal mouth. Terminal mouth. At the end, at the terminal point. This side is dorsal. This side is ventral. This side is dorsal. This side is dorsal. This side is ventral. This side is dorsal. This side is ventral. Here is the belly. Ventrum means belly. And this is like sharks. This is a chondrichthyes. And this is an osteichthyes. But I hope this is done clear. And lastly, aves, the birds. In the birds, they have additional structures, additional chambers in their alimentary canal. They have gizzard and crop. In birds, they have gizzard and crop. Esophagus opens into crop and crop then opens into gizzard. Gizzard is for grinding, G for gizzard, G for grinding. Thick muscular one, esophagus opens into crop. Crop further opens into gizzard. Additional chambers are there in birds. This is an important one, the lower one. This is important. Okay, I'll now see your responses because I was totally focusing here. Very powerful jaws, very good. They have very powerful jaws. They are predaceous. They are mighty predators. And here, हाँ बेटा, rasping organ, feeding organ. Rasping का meaning होता है, feeding by scratching from the surface, right? Feeding by scratching on the surface. Suppose, like, sometimes the food get adhered to the bottom of the pan. It is only adhered. It has not become any stale or black or something. It is not burnt, right? Sometimes it happens with rice. What we do, we use, that spatula and we just scrap it. Okay, just little scrap it, it will come on the plate. This scrapping is called rasping. Same here, any surface of the rock, algae and other deposits are there, and with their file-like radula, it used to scrap the surface and to feed on the food. My dear bachcho, I hope this is clear. I have asked you one more thing, whether you understand about the structure of typical structure of a mollusca structure. I don't remember because now very many batches have started, so you have to tell me that previously individual phylum, some special characteristics. So molluscan characteristics, did I tell you about the molluscan characteristics? Unsegmented animals, the body has distinct head, visceral hump, mantle, muscular foot, mantle cavity, feather-like gills, triploblastic coelomates, soft-bodied animals. They have a shell, an exoskeleton of calcium. Okay, oil glands or preen glands, uropygial glands. ठीक है बेटा, ठीक है, you know it, fine, no problem. Preen glands, the birds have got these oil glands at the base of the tail. They are also called preen glands. Okay, at the base of the tail, therefore we call them uropygial. Well, not given in the NCERT, so you can remove, you can ignore it. You can ignore that gland. In this also, if something you find outside NCERT, one thing I just now said about I said in Escalmenthes that they are parasitic and non-parasitic. I said parasitic and non-parasitic. Now, if you go to the summary of the NCERT book, the summary, the last page summary, in that they have mentioned this line, Escalmenthes can be free-living or it can be parasitic. There they have mentioned, and one of the example of a free-living Escalmenthes, Caenorhabditis elegans. Caenorhabditis elegans. In the summary you will find they are pseudocoelomates. A special character is they are pseudocoelomates. pseudocoelomates. Now, till whatever we have discussed, if any one of you have any problem, any issue, you please highlight so that I can understand. I can understand my group better. And of course, if I understand, there are fair chances that I can help you. हाँ बच्चों, muscular foot, yes. Second largest phylum, mollusca is the second largest phylum, and arthropoda is the largest phylum. Nearly 2/3 of all the species named are arthropods. Nearly 2/3 of all the species named are arthropods. This is in terms of diversity, not in terms of the number, but in terms of number of species. Largest phylum. Second largest, mollusca. Okay. Echinodermata is exclusively marine. In fact, you can see textbook has mentioned this also. Kavita, okay, even if you find some fresh water, don't look at that. Just underline this point, Sheila, Kavita, that exclusively marine in case of non-chordates, Ctenophora, Echinodermata, Hemichordata. Ctenophora, Echinodermata, Hemichordata. हाँ बेटा, और बताइए, can I ask you some more questions? But before that, now this slide is an important slide. I want you to focus on this slide. It's a very important slide. It is saying about the fertilization and saying about the development. Well, if you see all these points in one place, then chances of remembering will be easy rather than doing these points separately. Whenever like platyhelminthes come, you do about platyhelminthes. Whenever reptiles come, you do about reptiles. No. Doing all of them in one go. My dear bachcho, the non-chordates with internal fertilization or all the animals with internal fertilization is Papa cram. Papa cram. What Papa should do? Papa should cram. Cramming means mugging up, batti kotu. Papa cram. And you know this Papa cram, porifera, escalmenthes, platyhelminthes, arthropoda. Arthropoda, platyhelminthes, escalmenthes, porifera. Now, cram. Cram stands for chondrichthyes. Chondrichthyes, reptile, aves and mammals. Papa, then cram. Chondrichthyes, reptile, aves and mammals. Chondrichthyes, reptiles, aves and mammals. Papa cram. Chondrichthyes, reptile, aves and mammals. In chondrichthyes, the male bear claspers. The males bear claspers on their pelvic fins. On their pelvic fins. Pelvic fins. These are two rod-like structures, and these structures are used to dilate the female genital pore so that, copulation becomes easy. At the end of copulation, the male gametes can be transferred inside the female body, and therefore, fertilization occurs inside the female body. Once again, in case of chondrichthyes, the males in their pelvic fins, they possess claspers. Now, claspers are two rod-like structures. Claspers are rod-like structures. They are rod-like structures. When the two animals are together, male and female are together, now this will help in dilating or opening the female genital pore. And when Through this, the copulation can be done. At the end of copulation, the sperms can be transferred inside the female body. And therefore, site of fertilization is inside the body or internal. So, papa, cram, chondrichthyes, reptiles, aves, and mammals. Remaining all are external, these are only internal. Now, coming to the direct or indirect. Now, in case of direct, you can just do some examples where we have a direct development. Please remember that roundworms don't have any larva. Roundworms, annelida, they don't have any larva. They have nymph but not larva. Annelida में nymph होता है, nymph, not larva. Okay. Arthropoda, some have larva, some have आर्थ्रोपोडा दोनों में आता है बेटा. आर्थ्रोपोडा, हाँ, आर्थ्रोपोडा some have larva and some indirect, so both direct and indirect. ठीक है बेटा. Chondrichthyes, Ostrichthyes, no larva, direct. Reptile, aves and mammals, okay, no larva. Now coming to the indirect development, Porifera, Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes. In Aschelminthes, both direct and indirect. Okay. Then Annelida, again here also, they are both mostly direct, but some are indirect also. Then Arthropoda, also both direct and indirect. Okay. And Mollusca is with a larval stage, Mollusca. And then we have got Echinodermata, larval stage, Hemichordata, larval stage, Cyclostomata, larval stage, and Amphibia, again you know that the frog larva, the tadpole larva of frog. Okay. Now where both direct and indirect can be seen, that is phylum Annelida, Arthropoda. Phylum Annelida and Arthropoda. In Annelida and Arthropoda, both direct and indirect is present. My dear bachcho, indirect. Please confirm about the mollusca. एक बार जरा mollusca का confirm करो please. Mollusca. In the NCERT book, what they have given about mollusca, is it both direct or indirect, or it is only indirect? बच्चों बताइए. Indirect given, NCERT has given only indirect. Okay. So mollusca is indirect only, indirect mollusca. So where direct and indirect both are given, you have two examples. One example is Annelida and one example is Arthropoda. Annelida and Arthropoda both direct and indirect. Okay. So I'll just highlight those. Otherwise, no larval stage in case of Aschelminthes. Some annelids, have indirect, but mostly they don't have. They have nymph, but not the larva. Similarly, Arthropoda have nymph and not the larva. But no doubt in some of them aquatic form they may have. Okay, Chondrichthyes, no fish has larva. And reptile, aves and mammals, they don't have a larva. No larva of any mammal, no larva of birds, and no larva. When there is absence of larva, it means it is direct development. When there is absence of larval stage. Now, this is an important file. This is an important slide, I should say. Before going to the other points, let me ask some questions to you. For example, my question, I won't be writing the full sentence, so please listen to the words, okay? And so here are the quiz or questions. Name the excretory organ. Name the excretory organ of all vertebrates. All vertebrates, excretory organs. All vertebrates, excretory organs. Indirect given, Madhushri. Okay, bacha. Okay. Excretory. Excretory organ. Vertebrates. हाँ जी बच्चों. Answer is kidneys. Very good. So you two people have answered. I think there is a delay here in app also. That might be the reason. And the answer is kidneys. Very good. Kidneys. Perfect. Question number 2. Question number 2. Please compare the number of pairs of gills. Pairs of gills. Number of pairs of gills in cyclostomes. In cyclostomes. In cyclostomes. Number of pair of gills in chondrichthyes. Chondrichthyes and osteichthyes. Osteichthyes. Come on. Please compare the number of pairs of gills. So all are in pairs. So whatever number you give, that will I consider in pair. Yes, beta, you have written very good answer. Charan Ankam has written the correct answer. Rohit also written the correct answer. Good, 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 very good. And here also people have written the correct answer. Shrihita and Madhushri, correct answer. Okay, bacha. Now, in cyclostomata, 6 to 15 pairs of gills. In chondrichthyes, 5 to 7 pairs of gills. In osteichthyes, 4 pairs of gills. Osteichthyes, 4 pairs of gills. Okay, question number 3. Name the excretory organs. Excretory organs of Amphioxus. Amphioxus. Amphioxus scientific name is branchiostoma. Scientific name branchiostoma. Common name Amphioxus. And you have to answer excretory organ, organs. And here they have a cell. In fact, they have flame cells. Flame cells. Okay. Now tell me, name the, already asked about the exclusively marine, ठीक है, already asked about the type of digestive system. There you can tell me, I will write some names here and you have to write the name of the phylum. For example, if I say radula, in which phylum you will find radula? Which phylum you will find radula? In which phylum you will find incomplete gut? Incomplete gut. In which phylum you will find that mouth is ventral. Mouth is ventral and anus is dorsal. Anus is dorsal. In which phylum you find mouth is ventral, anus is dorsal. In which phylum? And please tell me which vertebrate Which vertebrate which vertebrate phylum has extra chambers like crop and gizzard? Vertebrate class has class या phylum, ठीक है, class या phylum has crop and gizzard extra chambers in their digestive tract. Crop and gizzard in their digestive tracts. Come on बच्चों, बताइए. Yes, correct answer is birds. In case of birds, they have crop and gizzard. They have crop and gizzard in case of birds. Fine. What are tetrapoda? Name all the taxonomic group under tetrapoda. Please write down tetrapoda. Tetrapoda vertebrates. Tetrapoda vertebrates and hexapoda invertebrate या non-chordate. Hexapoda non-chordate. One name here and one name here. Tetrapoda vertebrates. The second one, you have to give, if it is more than one, you can give more than one. And if you know some trick, you can also use the acronym. Suppose if porifera, you can write P. You have to write Nidaria, you can write C. Obviously, because I am reading, I can understand. And you can without delay, you can answer your responses. So first one is hexapoda. Hexapoda among the non-chordates, insecta. Please note that insecta class is hexapoda because they have got 3 pairs of limbs. 3 pairs of limbs attached to each segment of the thorax. Tetrapoda vertebrates. The tetrapoda vertebrates are aram, A-R-A-M, aram, and aram are amphibia. So from amphibia, poda, limbs, legs can be seen. Amphibia, amphibian, then we have ram, reptiles, then birds or aves, and mammals. So all of them, you will find that they have got 2 pairs. So one pair of forelimb and one pair of hind limb. All the aram, they have one pair of forelimb, one pair of hind limb. Forelimbs, one pair, and hind limbs, one pair. So simple. Tetrapoda, tetra means 4, poda means legs. Hexapoda, hexa means 6, poda means legs. Next question. Pharyngeal gills. Pharyngeal gills are respiratory structures in. Name all those where pharyngeal gills are respiratory structures. Pharyngeal gills, at least you can start with the common one first. Pharyngeal gills are respiratory structures. Yes, you are right. One is, ये थोड़ा डिले से आता है. यहाँ पर देखिए आंसर. Even here also people have not answered. बच्चों please answer. Hey Bhagwan, no one is answering. What happened? Hemichordata, urochordata, cephalochordata, chondric teeth, ostick teeth. Yes. Very good, beta. So hemichordata. From here it begins. and it continues till the fishes, right? Okay, and also you will find that in the Urochordata and Cephalochordata. Urochordata and Cephalochordata both are considered as protochordata, and your fishes means Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Also in Pisces, they have got pharyngeal gills, functional pharyngeal gills, functional pharyngeal gills. You know that Pisces include, we have cyclostomata. Pisces में कौन कौन आएंगे? Pisces मतलब नहीं, we can say Agnatha includes cyclostomata and Pisces. So I can also write here Agnatha का तो cyclostomata, and finally the Pisces. Pisces has got chondrichthyes and osteichthyes. Chondrichthyes and osteichthyes. Okay, bachcho, any issues anywhere? Chondrichthyes, osteichthyes, yes. Apart from that, even hemichordata have pharyngeal gills. And a very important question, very commonly asked question. And the question is, tell me the main or principal chordate characters. Principal chordate characters. Name mainly or the principal chordate characters. Let me give you some hint. They are three in number. Three principal. हाँ जी बेटा बोलिए. Dorsal nerve cord, very good. Notochord, dorsal nerve cord, and pharyngeal gill slits. Very good answer. Notochord, dorsal hollow nerve cord, and pharyngeal gills. Good. I have written NDP. NDP stands for notochord. This is one thing. Notochord in larva. At least in larva. Larva or the embryo. Afterward, it may persist or it may not persist, but minimum condition, it should be in the larva. Then D stands for the dorsal. So dorsal hollow nerve cord, not cord, single, that means single, nerve cord. And P stands for pharyngeal gill slits. So in the embryo, you can find the pharyngeal gill slits. Later on, it may persist as a functional organ or it may disappear. So these are the principal chordate characters, NDP3. Notochord in the larval stage. They have a dorsal hollow single nerve cord. It is single. And number 3 is the pharyngeal gill slits. Now, slit means a cut, a gap, crack. Slit means a crack or a gap. ठीक है बच्चा, ठीक है. Then some other chordate characters. If I compare chordate with non-chordate, so on one side I will write the non-chordates, and on one side I will write the chordates. So you have so many points of differences among the chordates and non-chordates. The first point of difference is they don't have a notochord and there is a notochord present there. Okay, then also I will write here something is called, they have got, non-chordates have got dorsal heart. इनके पास होता है dorsal heart. Note down, they have got dorsal heart, and chordates have got ventral heart. Note down, dorsal heart, ventral heart. Number one. Number two, post-anal tail. Post-anal tail is absent. Post-anal tail is absent, and here it is present. Post-anal tail is present. Dorsal heart in case of chordate, and ventral in case of chordates, it is ventral heart. Non-chordates, they have a dorsal heart, dorsal. What else? Any other difference that we can highlight? Of course, from the NCERT book only. Any other difference in chordates and non-chordates we can highlight? DVS, NDP already, those are the principal one, and these are the other differences. These are the other differences. A very crucial thing I will do here, that is compare chondric teeth with ostick teeth. Everyone out there, please be focused. And when I say focus, utterly focused. I'm writing here chondric teeth and ostick teeth. The name chondric teeth is because of cartilaginous endoskeleton. The endoskeleton is cartilaginous, and ostick teeth, they have a bony endoskeleton. Tell me, echinodermata, they have dermal ossicles. Whether they form the endoskeleton or exoskeleton. The dermal ossicles. Endoskeleton, yes, dermal ossicles are endoskeleton. In case of echinodermata, dermal ossicles, chinna bones, they constitute endoskeleton. And here we have cartilaginous endoskeleton. Some more differences in chondric teeth. Now they are marine, they are exclusively marine fish, and here we have marine plus freshwater. In both the type of habitat you may get marine plus freshwater, but in chondric teeth, as per the textbook, it is purely marine. Okay, bacha? Then chondric teeth have a ventral mouth. It is a ventral mouth, and ostick teeth has a dorsal. It has got a terminal mouth. Terminal mouth, मतलब एक end पर है, and ventral mouth is on the ventral side. I hope you understand. Ventral mouth means on the ventral side. Now this is the ventral side. So this is how the ventral mouth is. This is their ventral mouth, and ventral mouth has got backwardly directed teeth. What they have got? Backwardly directed what? Teeth. And teeth are the modified placoid scales. Placoid scales are sharp, very sharp, edgy scales present on the skin. Please note down the type of scale present on the skin is also placoid. Placoid, you can see teeth are backwardly directed. The gills are open. There is no gills cover. 5 to 7, they are 5 to 7, and there is no gill cover. No gills cover, so they are open. You can even see the slits here. Of course, this is the eye. Placoid scales. In males, The pelvic fins. The pelvic fins have got claspers. Pelvic fins have got claspers. And you know claspers help in copulation. These are two rod-like structures and we call them claspers. Claspers. There is no air bladder. There is no air bladder. Air bladder. No air bladder. So when it has to come on the surface, it has to really spend lot of energy to move up, down, sideways. Why? Because it cannot float. Otherwise, other fishes have got an air bladder, so it helps in buoyancy. It helps in buoyancy in case of osteichthyes. So I'll write here air bladder present. So they won't sink. Therefore, they don't sink. ये डूबेंगे नहीं पानी में. They don't sink. So at their own will, they can go down and they can come up. They will not sink. Even if the fins are not working, they will not sink. But in case of the sharks and the chondrichthyes, if they don't work, if they don't move the fins, they will sink down because they don't have the air bladder. No gill cover, and here it is present. The gill cover is called operculum. Yes. Oppenheimer. Operculum, chondrichthyes internal. Yes. Operculum present, and that is called operculum. ठीक है? Now here internal fertilization takes place, and here external fertilization takes place. External fertilization. But more important than that is there being oviparous and viviparous. Now mostly they are viviparous. And these are oviparous. They are oviparous. They lay eggs, but they give birth to the young one. They have internal fertilization, and from inside only embryo develop, and at the time of birth it comes out. Whereas external fertilization, and after that they turn into the eggs, okay, and the eggs then hatch and the larva, the baby born. No larval stage, so there is a direct development here, and here also there is a direct development. So in terms of development, there is no difference. The type of scale present here, they have got cycloid, ganoid, tenoid bhi there is, tenoid. I think only remember these two, cycloid or ganoid scales. Cycloid scales or ganoid scales. But here the type of scales are exclusively placoid. They have got 5 to 7 pairs of gills. Tell me the number of pairs of gills in case of osteichthyes. Come on. Number of pairs of gills in osteichthyes. Here I am saying 5 to 7 pairs of gills, and here dash pairs of gills. हाँ जी बच्चों, क्विक बताइए. Yes, answer is 4 pairs. Very good. Answer is 4 pairs. So 4 pairs in osteichthyes and 5 to 7 pairs in chondrichthyes. They are mighty predators. They are predaceous. Predaceous means their nature is to attack other animal, kill it and eat it. Okay, so this is what predation is. Predation, capturing and eating other animal. That is called predation. ठीक Okay? Here it is marine environment, marine, but there ostiches in marine and freshwater. Now, also remember a very important point here is that the chondrichthyes are they are ureotelic. They are ureotelic, and here they are ammonotelic. Ammonotelic. That means the chief excretory waste is ammonia and the chief excretory waste is urea. I hope we have discussed the important names here. We have discussed the important points here, and now let us discuss the important names, the important examples, NCERT examples only. Let us discuss. You know that sharks, they belong to chondrichthyes. So all type of sharks, whether it is dogfish, whether it is great shark, okay, or that is carcharodon, great white shark, carcharodon, scoliodon. What else? We have scoliodon dogfish. One is pristis. Bachcho, this is pristis and this is saw. This is sawfish. Pristis, sawfish. Scoliodon, dogfish. Why it is called dogfish? Because it can smell like dog. In fact, all these sharks have very strong smelling sense. Very, very strong smelling sense. Carcharodon, great white shark. Carcharodon. It is a don having one car. Carcharodon. It's a great white shark. Trigon, stingray. Trigon, it can create electric current. Torpedo can create electric current, and trigon stingray, it has got poisonous stings. Trigon, this is a poisonous one, and if it is sting, then it is poisons. Okay? Generally, we don't consider that the fish bite can be poisonous, but this is a poisonous fish. Torpedo is electric ray. This is poisonous. Generally, we consider snakes are poisonous, but there are some examples like trigon, stingray. It has got poison glands. So this is pristis, scoliodon, and these are the examples of the chondrichthyes. About the ostichthyes, little bit more examples are there in ostichthyes. You know that there are freshwater and marine, starting with the freshwater. One is Rohu ragandi, scientific name labio, common name Rohu, vernacular name, local name Ragandi. Katla remains katla. Sclerias called magur. Sclerias called magur. So these are edible fishes, Sclerias, katla, rohu. Marine fishes, exocetus, out. Exo means out. Now, you know, it can fly. It is a flying fish. It can fly. But what this flight is, it can really fly? No. Actually, what happens that, how many of you have seen the movie Life of Pi? How many of you have seen the movie Life of Pi? You have seen in the night time, he was on a boat, and what happened that many fishes were coming from there and jumping, and then they're crossing the boat. Many fishes are coming from there, they are jumping. So as such, there is no such flight like birds, but because their fins are a little broader, and some movement it can do, if very quickly it move, and it can jump, it can have a long jump outside the water. So as if it look like it is flying, as if it looks like it is flying, right? So that is exocetus, exocetus. Then hippocampus, hippocampus is seahorse, hippo means horse, hippocampus. Aquarium fish, betta, betta, it is fighting fish. Pterophyllum called angelfish, pterophyllum, angelfish, pterophyllum, angelfish. And betta, fighting fish. It doesn't fight, it look like it is fighting fish because of its very active nature. Pterophyllum, pterophyllum has got the fins are like the wings of an angel. The fins like the wings of an angel. Pterophyllum. Ptero means patero ya ptero. Ptero means wings. Ptero means wings, right? So the fins, it look like the wings of an angel. Pari ke pank hote na, pari ke pank. Wings of an angel. Angel fish. Angel fish. Okay. A bit extra names, sucker fish and all. Yeah, I mean, there is always good. You can remember 10 more names. It will really enrich your memory and it will make you smarter, also smarter. But the thing is, minimum for the NEET examination where you can see some questions, that is right now we are discussing. Right now the main thing is to make you learn the examples which come in the examination. But to the difference between chondrichthyes and osteichthyes, and also we have shared that examples. Okay. A very important point which is usually mentioned in the NCERT book, I just missed that the notochord is persistent throughout life. But in case of chondrichthyes, please note down that here the notochord is persistent throughout life. So notochord is persistent. It is persistent throughout life. Here, the notochord is present in larva only. In larva only. Larva or embryo. In embryo form, larval form only. Larva or embryo only. In osteichthyes, it is in the embryonic stage. Osteichthyes does not have a larva, so directly we can write embryonic stage, embryo. In the embryo only. Notochord, not in the adult, but in chondrichthyes. Acha, tell me, chondrichthyes have A, vertebral column, B, no, adult, I'm talking about adult. Adult chondrichthyes have vertebral column A. Number 2, they have got notochord. They have got both. Only 3 options. Both, vertebral column, or notochord, or both in adult. Come on, adult. Adult chondrichthyes. In adult chondrichthyes, they have got a vertebral column, number 1. Number 2, they have got the notochord. And number 3 is both. The question is, do they have both? They have vertebral column as well as notochord. Time हो गया यार. Correct answer, both. Very good. Correct answer, both. Well, bachcho, yes, now you must be thinking that how come? Because vertebral column is modified from the notochord. So notochord modified into vertebral column. ठीक है. It has formed, but some part of the notochord still persists. So a very thin, long tube, thin, long rod persists inside the vertebral body. So what? So both are there. Yes, correct answer. Both. Notochord present. Yes, and both are vertebrates. Remember that they are vertebrates. Vertebrates. They are vertebrates. Last question. Phylum Chordata divided into 3 subphylum. Tell me the initials, acronym of the 3 subphylum. Phylum Chordata divided into 3 subphylum. Tell me. UCV, very good. UCV, Urochordata, Cephalochordata, Vertebrata. Urochordata, Cephalochordata, Vertebrata. Among the vertebrata, some have jaws, some do not have jaws. Those who do not have jaws, they are called agnatha, and those who have jaws, they are called gnathostoma. Tell me, those who do not have jaws, those who do not have jaws. Name the class of the animals where jaws are absent. Yes, your answer is correct. Sandhya answer. Sohan answer correct. Very good. Yes, cyclostomata. Example of cyclostomata like petromyzon, myxine, petromyzon, myxine. These are examples. Now, what is unique feature about them? The unique feature is that, of course, they are marine. They are marine. Cyclostomes are marine. But they remain in marine, but they cannot reproduce in marine water. For reproduction, they have to go to freshwater, rivers. So they live in places where it's a junction of river, end of the river, and the beginning of the ocean. At that point, they live. Like deltas, that region, they live. And they can easily migrate to the freshwater. In the freshwater, they give eggs, they lay eggs. From the eggs, larva born, and the larva then become adult. It metamorphosizes. And after metamorphosis, the young one come back to ocean. Because after that, it is difficult to survive there. What happens to the parent? They die there. Where? In fresh water. See, the parents, after laying eggs, both male and female, the parents, after laying eggs, they die in river water. And yes, they become the food of many hungry animals who are really hungry. And some of them, like bear, they have gone into hibernation because of very cold weather. And now some weather has changed and it start raining and the stream is moving. So they become a very important food source for many of these hibernating animals. So it is a maintenance of the ecosystem. Please understand that they live in marine water. They go to fresh water. After they become, after metamorphosis, they again come back to the marine water. Remember that metamorphosis happens only in the fresh water. Metamorphosis happens only in the fresh water. Okay? You share your points with me, and if required, like this type of question where I can, I can take a bird's eye view, a very broader aspect, and keeping one character, asking all these phylum. I don't mind taking another class before the weekend test. That another class won't be this official class. It will be hardly 50 minutes to 1 hour class. But that all depends on, because the number matters. I know that some students are utterly serious. They will come. But I respect their time. What happens that if a small number comes, even my motivation go down. So you can just, you have my number, okay? Again, I am repeating my number. Again, I am repeating my number. I am writing here. So this is my number. Now this number is not a phone number, so please do not use it as a phone number. And this is only to communicate through the WhatsApp, and that too only given to the students. Okay, so no UPI, nothing, only it is given to the students only. 9887173335. Okay. You can share with me, and please join that so that I can spread more information and I can take a poll. A poll means how many of you want that I should take a revision class, or how many of you want that I can discuss some 25 MCQ with you, 25 PYQ with you, like that. Okay? And I have shared with many of you the Telegram. You can ask others how to join that one. Okay, beta. God bless you all. Bye-bye. Take care. Mixine. Yes, beta. Dekho, NCERT does not write about mixine or petromyzon. You are right. NCERT does not write. However, it is actually the petromyzon, but we don't consider this exception here. हम कहते हैं general cyclostomes, but if you have to really think and answer, no doubt it is petromyzon. Petromyzon lamprey, petromyzon lamprey. ठीक है? As someone is asking कि sir mixine भी करता है, my answer is नहीं, mixine नहीं करता. ठीक है? तो because if you are answering between these two, कि sir बताइए petromyzon या mixine, I will say petromyzon. But if you have to ask me, sir, can you tell me any class name? Of course, class name is Cyclostomata. They can ask about the particular fish only? No. Once the question came in some Kerala examination, I don't think so. No, this question they will ask about Cyclostomata. All the best, bachcho. Sorry. Yeah, you can scan it. Just take a screenshot.